caindo.
Puppy! What he's doing? Hey? What he's doing? Oh, you want to come in too, do you? Oh shit. Oh shit, this is confusing. There we go. Hello everybody. Oh, just trying to do my jacket up. Welcome to my channel. This will be the first video I've ever made vlogging, so hopefully it turns out okay. Trying out my initial setup for my camera, which I don't particularly like too much, but it'll have to do for now. The only reason I don't like it is I'm not using a GoPro like most people. I'm using a Sony HDR action cam. Whoop, I just punched my camera. And the way that I've got it mounted is in an open case, so it doesn't have that protective case over it, which I'm not too happy about. I prefer to have something protecting my lens from bugs and shit. With any luck, I won't get any stuck to it. Oh, look at that startup. So pretty. Alright. So I'm hoping everything's in order. It's only taken me like an hour to set this up. It's a fucking long time to set a helmet up. Here. Get through all this shit. Glorious morning, considering it was supposed to rain. And for those of you that haven't guessed, yes, I am riding a 2014 ZX-10R. So pretty. Give you a bit of a walk around. She's dirty, I know, she's dirty. Ah, fucking dog hair in my face. There's one thing about having a husky as a pet. Ugh. They get shit, they get their fur absolutely fucking everywhere. And one thing about video vlogging, I've got to be mindful of my speed. Where are you going? Over there. Oh, I really hope this turns out, because it's been a real massive pain in my ass trying to sort out this camera. What the fuck do people walk in the middle of the road, honestly? I've got to be mindful of cops too, because apparently, I don't know why, but in New South Wales we can't have cameras on the side of our helmets, because it apparently hinders the helmet's ability to do its job, and the adhesive somehow eats through the helmet's integrity or some shit. I don't know how you want to word it, which is complete and utter bullshit, given that it's automotive tape that they use to stick these mounts on. So I call bullshit! So I'm hoping my little mic inside my helmet is dialing down the sound of wind, because this helmet is quite renowned for being very windy. I can almost not hear myself as is. Oh no, there we go, a little bit better. So at the moment all I'm doing is I'm just going to the gym. I slug out a session there before work. That's pretty much my day set. Gym, work. Not very exciting. By the looks of these roads, it almost looks like I live in somewhere that doesn't have population. Where the hell is everyone? It's only like 10:15. There should be heaps of people on the road at the moment. It's a bit smoky in the area at the moment because we've had a lot of bushfires. I can smell it. Smell that burning grass. The open road. Another biker up ahead. Wonder who they are. Oh, we got 2 bikes up ahead. Wonder if they'll be accommodating to me riding alongside them. Probably not. Some might. Most bikers are alright. They give you the whole head nod or the wave, but you don't wave to squids. Waving to squids is bad, because they should know better than to ride with no gear. Although in saying that, if you're just riding from, say, your house to like 100 meters down the road to go pick up something because you're too lazy to walk, yeah, I'd be okay with that. But if you're someone that's like riding around in bloody shorts and a t-shirt, god damn. You obviously don't know what it's like to come off. I unfortunately do know what it's like to come off. Not that long ago, actually, I was riding to a place called Hill End. I was going to Bathurst through Hill End. Real nice windy roads. I'll take the camera there one time. And then, I don't know why this person's riding. And then you can see the roads that I was riding on. But I'm a little bit confused as to how I came off. Mainly because, like, there's a couple of theories. I had a new tyre on the back, but these tyres are like grippy as hell. I'm using Dunlop Q3s, and even when they're brand new, they just grip to the absolute shit house. Like, you can't break them. Well, you can, but I wasn't really trying. But I think the other, like, that's an option. The other idea is I had too much pressure in the rear. And then the other idea that come up to me from someone that races motorbikes said, oh, if it was a quick drop, then it was probably your front end. I don't know. Jesus Christ, there's bikes everywhere. Hey, look at this. They're all nice. Who would have thought going out today that I would actually be getting overtaken by a shitload of bikes. A lot of Beamers. They love speeding. I can't blame them. I would too if I wasn't video recording, possibly. I didn't say that. So I'm damn sure if I say stuff like that, Mum and Dad are going to be like, hey, stop fucking speeding. But come on. ZX10 not speeding? Really? Where did they all come from? There was like no one behind me, and then all of a sudden, poof, it was like 10 bikes just come out of nowhere. They must be like a Beamer Riders Club, because I'm pretty sure like 90% of those bikes were Beamers. Although the bloody, what are they called? SR 1200s and stuff. Quite a nice bike, really. They've got a lot of electronics in them. It's ridiculous. They sit there, you can read your tyre pressures and everything, and tyre temperatures from the dash. I'm not mechanically minded, like I am, and I'm not. But what astonishes me is how they manage to get tyre pressure reading from a wheel. Like, to me you need a sensor, obviously. But what, is the sensor like, this is going to probably sound really stupid to people that actually know this, but is it a wired sensor? Like, or, you know, is it a wireless sensor? So it's, because how the fuck can you have a line that runs from the hub to the tyre to find out how much pressure there is? Unless one of the spokes has, like, carries it. I don't know. I don't understand it. It'd be something really intricate and I know nothing about. I'm just like, I'd have a look at it and it'd be like, oh, that's fucking cool. Meow, 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 boop, boop, boop. Oh man, it's so hard to stick to the speed limit. It just feels so slow. Wheelies for days. Yeah, I haven't learned how to do wheelies properly yet. I'm not, after my accident, I haven't really been game to do anything crazy on this bike, because when I stacked it, it was $9,500 worth of damage. Luckily, I had insurance, so I only paid $650. But if I didn't have insurance, holy shit, that's like a trip overseas. Yeah. Oh. I've had this one song stuck in my head because I did a video of side mounting my camera down there to my bike so I could look over my front wheel, and in the background I had like a remix of Radioactive. Fuck, it has been stuck in my head like for 3 days straight now because I've just been going over my editing so many times. It's just, that's all I hear now. It's just that song. It's fucking driving me nuts. Christ, it's glary. I love this helmet. This helmet is so awesome. It's really fucking hard to mount a camera to it though, because it's got like there's no real flat surfaces. Everyone that I see motovlogging, like I've watched a fair few people motovlog. Most of them seem to wear Icon. I don't know if Icon's like they designed their helmet specifically to mount cameras and Bluetooth devices to them, but a lot of people seem to use them for motovlogging, or they'll have a motovlogger specific helmet. That's probably what I should do, because I really don't like mounting things to this helmet because I like the way it looks. It's a very sexy helmet. I don't like sticking a bunch of fucking mounts and shit to it. So that's why I like the idea of the suction cups, especially when it comes to my bike. I really don't want to fucking stick like stupid pieces of shit plastic on my bike. So the suction cups I kind of like the idea of, but then I have to find ways to run lanyards because I don't trust them. Like down here, when I mounted it down here, I mounted it with a suction cup and it withheld its suction like really well. Like I can vouch for the suction cups that are designed for, you know, sticking to the outside of your cars and stuff. They do a pretty good job, even on the matte coloured stuff, because I had it like the bottom half of my bike's like a matte black or some shit, and then you got the gloss green. You know, like most suction cups have a hard time sticking to matte colours or like bland colours. They have to have like a mirror type finish, like the clear coat, so they stick properly. I did a good job. I had to make sure though, because I had 2 lanyards triangulated to the one spot, so then if it fell, it just sort of dropped and sat there. But nah, it did a pretty awesome job. It didn't come off. I wasn't exactly pussyfooting it, or I can't really say pussyfooting it because I'm not driving my car. Pussy wristing it, like boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Yeah, and it stuck really well. So kudos to the $12 suction cup that I bought. Industrial grade cups. They're not too bad after all. I don't trust them still. Like, there's no way I'd be running something like. If anybody's going to run a suction cup, get yourself a set of lanyards, because they'll save your camera if they decide to mount decides to fail. Just a piece of advice for anyone that wants to do this sort of shit. Just a motovlog. I can't remember if I finished what I was saying before, but apparently, oh yeah, about the whole helmet thing and having a camera on my helmet. Cops apparently don't like that in New South Wales because it fucks up the integrity of your helmet. But see, this is where it gets funny. This helmet's made out of carbon fibre, which is apparently stronger than steel. So how the fuck a mount that's basically double-sided tape is supposed to weaken that? I will never know. They'll probably say, oh, it's something to do with the adhesive. But here's my second point. This helmet's clear coated. So basically it's essentially painted with clear coat. So you're not actually touching the carbon fibre with the adhesive, you're touching the clear coat. And given that this is a automotive tape that they use on cars for sticking all like the fucking panel strips and shit on, it doesn't damage your paint, it doesn't damage your clear coat. That's what it's designed for. Well, I could only assume so, because why the fuck would you put it on a car if you know it's going to damage it? Although, car companies have been pretty stupid in the past. I'm talking to you, some of those famous Aussie dealers. It's just a lot of shit. I think it's just another revenue, another way of getting revenue, and also because there's a lot of videos going up about cops and bikes and stuff. Cops are trying to find a way to get rid of the ability to record them. But we have every right to do that if we wanted to. This is where it comes into play, where people just need to be a little considerate. I'll get my words right. You really can't expect to get a nice officer if you're being a dickhead. Like, honestly. So, like, it just be nice. If you get pulled over, be nice to them. If they sit, like, I've been a smart ass in the past, like, don't get me wrong. Cops pulled me over, and here's a funny story for you. Like, this was back when I was 19 years old. I'm 28 now. 19 years old. Got pulled over by the cops for speeding in my Commodore, me good old bogan vehicle. It was an ex-cop car, mind you. Anyway, they just like, because like I was excessively speeding, I was doing exceeding 45 at the speed limit is what I got done for. And officers come to the window all pissed off and shit. Like, there was two officers, I swear they were playing good cop, bad cop. One officer was like, "Oh, I had to fucking risk my life to come after you." And I turned around and says, "Well, you didn't have to." That pissed him off even further. Anyway, the other cop was just like, "Oh, so where's the fire at?" And I was like, "Huh?" And he goes, "Oh, why were you in such a hurry?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I've got two parties to go to. I'm late for them." That was a stupid answer. That was a really stupid answer. And yeah, they were just real pissed off at me and shit. And then they just like, "Oh, where you going?" And I said, "I'm going home." And then I'm going back to Muddy. And they said, "Well, you're going home, and you're staying there." I was like, "That's cool." And they took my license off me right then and there. I can see that was back in me smart ass days. I still get like that from time to time, but oh, what a gentleman helps the woman up. You don't see that very often these days. Fucking everyone's a dick. But as the saying goes, if a lady really wants to be treated like a lady, maybe she should start acting like one. I, for one, still practice chivalry. Oh, that was the other thing. Like, say you have an accident with when you've got one of these helmet cams on, the tape's not that fucking strong that it's not going to get ripped off. Get it in gear, fuck. Ever since I got this bike back after it's been fixed, like, I don't know if people know about this, but it's supposed to have something in the gearbox that stops you from being able to fucking put it in neutral while you're moving. Clearly I was still rolling, and clearly it went into neutral. It does it on occasion, like, it doesn't work all the time. They need to obviously implement something a bit better for that. But yeah, it works most of the time. Fucking love this bike. I'm looking at getting another bike too though, but didn't want to put my foot down. Alright, here's my gym. I'll talk to you when I am done. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, well, I just realised I left the camera on the whole time it was in my bag, so it's going to go flat soon. I'm going to go out to Hardly Normal and see if they've got any spares. So, yeah, I just killed myself in the fucking gym. Ugh. It's quite painful. Oh yeah, go cracker go. It's cool how I don't even really need throttle to let this thing take off. I just just drop the clutch out nice and slow, and she's got enough fucking bottom end torque to do it for me. Flat surface, of course, because quacker for the win. Plus this thing's a fucking beast. Done some mad little roll-ons with this with a mate of mine who has an R1. He has a 2013 R1. That's fucking beast as well. Yeah, and we found out we were sitting at 50 kilometres an hour in third gear, rolled on, you know, did the whole beepy horny business. Hey, my mate's got his H2 here.